Hello, welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley. And for the next hour, we are going to take a look at phrasal verbs again, as we are for, I think, 5 classes this week at this particular time slot. We're looking at phrasal verbs. Once again, just similar to yesterday, we're going to look at phrasal verbs which can also be used as nouns. We'll talk about various things about how phrasal verbs are used and their properties, such as being separable and inseparable. For those of you who may not have been in class yesterday, phrasal verbs are constructed by using a verb. More common verbs, the more common the verb is, the more phrasal verbs are attached to it. Verbs like come, get, go, bring, and what we commonly conceive of as what we talk about as a preposition: in, on, up, down, over, across, on, off, and when we put them together, they form a phrasal verb. And then the preposition is now called an adverbial particle because it is used to modify the meaning of the verb. Okay, we're going to do this we're going to do some exercises looking at phrasal verb and a phrasal noun combinations, words that can be either phrasal verb or be used as a noun. We're going to do some simple fill-in-the-blank exercises. As well, we'll talk about other meanings of the phrasal verbs we look at and anything else that comes up. So, before we get started, let me welcome you to the class. Hello, Xavier.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi. Where are you from?
I'm Panama.
Panama. Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good. Welcome to the class, Xavier.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, Daniil, again.
Hello.
Pleasure. Nice to see you again. And welcome, Angel.
Hello.
Hi, Angel.
I'm glad to see you.
Yeah. Likewise. Where are you from, Angel?
I'm from Spain.
Excellent. Okay. Well, welcome to the class. Let's get started. I'm gonna do a little screen share here with you, and we'll look at some phrasal verbs and hopefully learn some English vocabulary. All right, what we have here is basically 2 separate lists. Okay, in each list in the left column, we can see phrasal verbs: get away, get together, go ahead, hand over, lay out. And to the right are the noun forms. So get away, and get away. All right. You will notice that the noun forms are formed differently. Okay. For example, we have get away. The 2 words are put together like a compound noun. Okay. Some cases, the phrasal noun is hyphenated. That dash in the middle is called a hyphen. So it's spelled with a hyphen. In another case over here, when we look at look on, notice that the adverbial particle is actually moved to the front of the verb to form a related noun form. Okay, what we're going to do is look at a pair of sentences. We're going to take turns going around the class. You're going to attempt to fill in the blank. The first sentence requires the phrasal verb form. Also, it may require you to modify the verb in order to conjugate it properly, or possibly you may have to change the verb tense. So be aware of that. You may need a continuous tense, like getting away. You may need to make a perfect form, like have gotten away, for example. So you may have to you have to be aware of that as well as we're going along with the exercise. Phrasal verbs work just as ordinary one-word verbs work, as far as making plurals or conjugating the verb, and they work exactly the same as far as using the different verb tenses and using active or passive forms. They're no different than ordinary verbs the way they're used in sentence structure. So you have to be aware of that. The second sentence requires the use of the noun form of the same phrasal verb. So if you can't figure out the phrasal verb, some of these will be quite challenging, all right? You go ahead and take a look at the noun form. What I would like you to do is read it and attempt to fill in the blank as you go along. So, Xavier, you were first in the class.
Yeah.
Have a go. Have a go at it. What do you think? Okay.
I think it's important about you say the class today, but I need to put too much attention because it's very difficult because the sentence together to define the meaning, and really for me is difficult, but I need to learn.
Sure. We're all here to learn, and you're going to make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, get out of my class. I don't want you here because you already know it. So you better be making mistakes. Cotton picking, gosh darn it. Yeehaw! All right. I love mistakes. Yeah. Mistakes mean you're learning, so don't worry. But I'll let you get comfortable. I understand. That's all right. We'll come back to you. I'm going to give you a shot. You're going to have your opportunities. No problem. But let me say hello to Max. Hey, Max. Welcome aboard.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Glad to see your internet's working.
Yeah, I have one question. It's possible to say, hello, nice to meet you up.
Nice to, what?
Okay, never mind.
Nice to meet you up?
Yeah.
Well, that's a very related question, to tell you the truth, because you're trying to use a phrasal verb, meet up, but you can't use it this way, Max. I can say, for example, Max, I'll meet up with you later at the mall. Okay. We use this phrasal verb to mean, usually when we use up with a verb, okay, usually the meaning of the phrasal verb is very close to the original verb. So meet up, I'm just saying I'm going to meet you later at the mall. But we say meet up instead of meet, generally because we're not being very specific about time. So we instead of just using meet, we say meet up. I'll meet up with you later. Or we also say catch up. I'll catch up with you later.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay. Max, I'm going to come back to you. We got to get started here. Daniel, can you start us off?
I need noun or
The first sentence in the pair is a phrasal verb. Okay.
the groups get away from the police.
Very good. Okay, you have the right phrasal verb. Very good, but think about the verb tense, Daniel.
Okay. The groups get away from the police.
No.
Got away.
There you go. That's it. Excellent. Past tense, most likely, because it's not a normal action, or I hope not. The crook's escaping in a helicopter. If it was a normal habit,
sorry,
yeah.
I can.
Yes.
Got away is because in the past.
Because it's in the past, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Getaway would indicate, using present tense would indicate this is a normal thing, and of course, crooks escaping in a helicopter. Hopefully, this isn't a daily event. Okay. Danielle, all right. And of course, so the noun form, the crooks made their getaway in a helicopter. Yeah. Right, okay. Well, there we go. All right. Very good. Excellent. Good job. Okay, Angel. Gonna give it a shot.
Yeah.
For the second.
Yeah, number 2. Okay.
Please.
I don't know if it is correct. I'm going to, to try it. We're worried about violence when the army generals go ahead power to the new government.
No.
No.
I don't think so. I can kind of understand why you would say that. No,
go ahead. The meaning of go ahead isn't it to go forward to something or to someone?
To proceed. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it is. But if we look at the army generals is the subject, they're gonna verb action the power. So they're not gonna precede the power. That doesn't really make sense.
Get together.
The idea is the army generals are gonna something the power to, which indicates from one to another, indicates transition or movement.
Okay.
So they're going to do something with the power to the new government. Does that help?
Yeah, a little, but the problem is my problem is that I don't understand many of the phrasal verbs, so yeah. I don't know. For example, tail back and sleep up and look on. I don't understand them, so it's difficult for me.
That's okay. I can take a guess. Maybe. I can throw it out to the class. Does anybody? What would the army generals do with the power to the new government? Let's throw it out to the class. Does anybody know? Anybody have an idea?
I say get together.
Get together?
Get together, power to the new government.
No.
I think handle.
Yeah, not get together, because you can't get together something. You gather something to. That doesn't make sense, because I get together, I'm bringing it in. There's no to. There's no direction outward. So actually, Max has got it. They're going to hand over power.
Hand over.
Okay, this is a very unrealistic sentence, because as we all know, army generals never hand over their power. Okay, but anyway.
Could you say the meaning? Could you explain the meaning a little?
Sure. If they're going to hand over their power, hand over means surrender. So when two opposing armies are fighting, maybe one army will hand over prisoners. Okay. Um,
Okay.
if I kidnap someone, I may
Okay.
you may give me money, and I may hand over my victim. I surrender my victim. So they're going to give up or surrender their power. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Thank you.
all right. And
Okay,
then
Yes,
this,
it's perfect. I understood. Yes.
yeah,
Okay. To
great.
kidnap, maybe.
No, no, not kidnap.
No,
Kidnap is to
it's
steal a
like to
person.
it's like to catch someone, to surround,
To kidnap?
and
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, to surround someone and to get it, to catch it.
Okay. Well, that's kidnap, but I want to make sure you understand the hand over. The hand over, you give, you surrender, you give something. The army generals are going to give power to the new government. I could simply say.
Okay.
yeah, to take sense.
Okay. Right. So I can say give. All right. Also, maybe it helps to look at the noun form. We're worried about violence during the handover of power to the new government. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. When I'll give you one more example, Angel. When my wife comes home from shopping, I say to her, "Hand over the credit card right now." Okay. I want her to surrender the credit card. Give it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that
Hand over
helps.
to you. Okay.
Okay.
It will be the best choice.
Yeah,
You
I
needed
think so, Xavier. Definitely.
you
In my
needed to say
opinion.
it before.
I needed to say before she went shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max. Unfortunately, you're all too correct. Yeah. Yeah, you're too right.
I really
Uh,
understood. I really understood now. Yes.
yeah, I thought that would be a
Thank
good example.
thank you
Sure.
so much, Oakley.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Xavier, you want to give this
Yeah,
whoops, give this a try, and I'll
yeah,
help
the
you out.
garden has been garden
Something.
in this way to provide access to the table.
Hmm. Okay.
Garden. Okay. I
Okay.
said,
One.
garden. The I said like out. I don't know. That,
I think you're right. Excellent. Very
yeah,
good.
like out because it's a more defensive.
Right. It's been arranged, or it's been set up, or yeah. Of course, with the verb layout, the garden has been. Here we have, actually, it's present perfect with, it's actually passive present perfect.
Yeah, it is
Something,
not the passive.
right, it's something has happened to the garden, so it's passive form with been. And we know it's past perfect. Okay.
Yeah,
Present perfect. The garden has been laid out.
layout. Yeah,
Yeah. So laid.
I like your pronunciation.
Do you? I've been practicing for about 50 years.
I have a friend in Israel say it's my proper English say.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I can tell, Xavier, you're going to be fun. Uh, okay. Of course, the noun, the layout, has been designed to provide access. All right. The layout. I can use it as a noun. All right. Nader, are you? I guess you're doing the the texting thing. Yep, got it. Okay, you want to try number 4? Unfortunately, output has bleep recently because of illness. Ooh, this is a hard one. Okay. Or the noun, unfortunately, there has been a something in output recently. Slow down. Slow down, Nader. Just kidding. Yeah, I think you're right. Unfortunately, output has slowed down. Thank you for correcting the verb tense. Has slowed down. Okay, so that's present perfect form. Has slowed. Okay, using has or have, and then the past participle. So, all right. Output has slowed down. Unfortunately, there has been a slowdown in output recently. Yes, indeed. Okay, very good. Good job. Max, try number 5.
The person making the arrangements had. So I missed my flight. What this person did?
What did they do? Well, obviously, it wasn't good.
Had. Maybe tail back. Tail it back. No.
I hope not.
No.
If it helps, you can look at the noun, the next sentence. There was a.
You can put this sentence in the screen.
I'm sorry.
You can put the sentence in the screen, because I can see the sentence again. You have and now you have the picture, because I want to see again the sentence.
Okay, you can't see it.
No, I can see the sentence like you put before.
Okay. I'm not sure why.
Sure.
Okay. Hang on.
What is it?
Okay. Hang on, Xavier. I'll
look on.
Redo it, I guess. But look on. Okay, it's obviously bad. Whatever they did, because they missed the flight. There's a bad outcome here. The person making the arrangements had something bad. What is bad? Looked on? Oh, that's not bad. Slipped up.
Slip up.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, and again we have
slipped.
Yes, had slipped up. The person making arrangements had slipped up, so I missed my flight. There was a slip up in the arrangements. The slip up is a mistake, an oversight. Okay.
Okay.
If somebody slipped, unintentional. It's a mistake that the person didn't mean to make. And we often use it in conjunction with slip up. We often say a small slip up, but no one ever says a big slip up. That was a big slip up. Not really. A slip up, almost by definition, is a inadvertent, unintentional, small mistake.
I want to add something.
Sure.
About kidnap. Yesterday, I've known some verb to Shanghai. Someone.
Shanghai.
Shanghai. Like, to Shanghai. Like someone.
The city.
Yeah. Very interested.
Yes. Yeah, that is very It is very interesting. And it's interesting because of the etymology. Okay. Shanghai can be used as a word. Okay, Shanghai is the city. If you're shanghaied, you're kidnapped because this city was extremely famous for kidnappings. What a thing to be famous for. But if you're shanghaied, yeah, you're kidnapped, or brought to do something against your will. That's right. So yeah, and it's also the name of a city. So yeah, it is kind of funny.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Daniel, number 6.
The people who were cheered as they saw Annie being rescued from the sea.
Okay, the people who were something cheered because they saw someone being rescued. The people who were.
Look on. I don't know. I don't know translate
All right.
phrasal.
All right.
Sure, you can
Sorry.
put again the question in the window.
I'm not sure what you mean. As far as I know, the questions are in the window. I'm doing a screen share. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to see them.
You can download the material and see in the another window.
And that's true too. Xavier, myself and most other teachers include the material in the class description, so you can always download the material as well, and that way you can look at it or not look at it as you see fit. So that also helps a lot, so it avoids technical problems.
Maybe
sorry, I didn't know.
he wants to see the words of the top, the words, the phrasal verbs, maybe.
On the top, yeah. Well, that I can do.
Yeah, it's impossible. You have to download the document and you can do it.
Yeah, okay. I can do it. I can fit it all on the screen, but of course what would happen is it would be so tiny you couldn't read it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Hang on, Xavier. I'm getting you the link.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't know. Well, now you know. And here you go. There you go. In the Verbling chat box, I put the link. Just click on that, and you'll see the document.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty. There we go. Thank you. Whoever was helping me. Thank you all. Okay. Who are we? Daniel is the people they're standing around watching. Okay. The blank cheered as they saw. The key here is they saw and being rescued. So Daniel. Okay. What are watchers called?
I don't know how to translate this.
Okay. Let me throw it out to the class. Does anybody have an idea?
Looking on.
And thank you. You even have the continuous verb tense correct. The people who were, we have the past tense verb to be, plural people. People were looking on. Very good. Good job. The people who were looking on cheered as they saw and being rescued from the sea. The onlookers cheered. All right. People who are watching something happen are onlookers. Or sometimes bystanders. they're not involved in whatever the action is that's going on. Such as, all right, a rescue, a crime, whatever. Often with bystanders, stand by, bystanders, another phrasal verb and phrasal noun pair. We often co-locate with innocent bystanders. Interestingly,
can you see Oakley? Sorry, Oakley.
Yeah.
Can we see sightseeing in other contexts or in the same context? People who were sightseeing, or maybe sightseeing is only for when you go on tourism.
Yeah, that's it. It would be grammatically correct to say the people who were sightseeing cheered, but they just happened to, by coincidence, be sightseeing at the ocean. Okay. You're right. You usually only use sightseeing to talk about tourists who are looking at famous places or views. Right. If I say people who were looking on, I'm just saying they happened to be there. Who knows who they were? Maybe some of them worked in the area. Maybe some of them were sightseers. Maybe some of them were tourists. I don't know who they were. So I would say onlookers. Sightseers would be very, very specific. I would know exactly what those people were doing there.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Sure. Xavier.
Yeah,
Try number 7. Sorry.
The 7.
Yeah.
Okay, but I cannot see the 7 question here. You remove?
No.
I cannot see in the screen the 7 question.
Okay. Did you download it? That's weird. I don't know why you're not seeing it. I don't know. Maybe there's some technical problem. I'm not sure. Did you download the document? And that way you could definitely see it.
Okay. You put in the screen again? Is it possible?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay.
You can put the 7
reload
question
it up,
in the screen.
Hi. Do you see me now?
No,
Xavier?
I see you.
Peace.
I see your face. I can see your face.
Okay, great.
Anymore.
Great. You can't.
Yeah, exactly.
You can see my face. Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, you can. All right, now I'm going to do the screen share. I have it set till only I can do the screen share. So there you go. Can you see it now?
Yeah, only your face.
Weird. All right, I really can't even explain that. It's a Google mystery. Okay, I have no idea.
What you know about the 7 question? Tell me the 7 question.
Sure.
I try to.
You can also download it. I gave you the link over in the Verbling chat box. Can you see the Verbling chat box?
Where is the option? The choice. In this case, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. All right. The sentence says the boss said we could blank and order the new photocopier. Okay. The boss said we could blank and order the new photocopier. Okay. Our only options are we could get together and order a new photocopier. We could go ahead and order a new photocopier. We could, no, we did that one. We could tail back and order a new photocopier. We could tell off. There you go. Okay. Or we got the blank from the boss to order the new photocopier. Xavier?
Yeah.
Hi. Okay.
He's fighting with his computer.
I think so. I hope you win the war.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm fighting with the computer now.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. No problem. Nader, what do you think? The boss said we could blank and order the new photocopier. We could blank. Yay, the boss said we could blank. Go ahead. Yep. All right. Go ahead and order the new photocopier. Exactly. Just as it is. We could go ahead. All right. We got the go ahead. Okay. You can use this as a noun. You can get the go ahead from the boss. You have approval to do something.
And we can say we got the nod from the boss to order.
Yes, you can. Very good. Yes. Okay. More idiomatic phrase. We got the nod, meaning also exactly the same. We got approval to do something. Yep. Excellent. Max, number 8.
Last night we at my house to plan the party. Get together, maybe.
Sure. Okay, but of course it's last night, so...
Got together.
There you go. Past tense, got together. All right. Last night we had a get-together at my house to plan the party. Well, okay. Hang on a second. A get-together. This is a little weird. It's cultural, so it's difficult to explain. A get-together is when you have people to your house, or you could go all meet at a restaurant. You could meet anywhere. Just a bunch of people that know each other together. But it's weird because a get-together is like a small party. But it's not a party, but it is a party. Usually we call it a get-together, even though it may look exactly like a party, simply because we had not planned it. Oh, we got together at my house. Okay, we decided at the last minute to group together. All right. Sometimes you will hear this, however, especially in an invitation to a party. I might say, hey, Max, we're having a little get-together at my house on Saturday. Why don't you join us? And you might say, what time? Oh, around 2 o'clock. Sort of an informal kind of party. So it's a little weird. Last night we had a party at my house to plan the party. Okay. That's
Sorry, Oakley. Can we use the word we have? For example, can I say we have a meet up in the same way?
Ah, good question.
Like get together. We have a meet up.
That's a very good question, and very challenging for me to now explain to you. Okay, generally.
No, sometimes I have seen. It seems to me I have seen it in this way, like a noun, a meet up.
You definitely have. Get together would probably be more like your buddies, your pals. A meetup is sort of more formal. For example, well, how do I say it? A get-together is very informal. You would ask, like me asking Max to get together. just orally. I invite him by speaking. A meetup might be something that has to do with an organized club or group that you belong to. For example, sometimes I do the hash. This is where you walk along and somebody sets a trail. It's a club I belong to, sort of very informal club. And that's what they call their meetings. Okay, there's going to be a meetup at such and such a place on Sunday. So you can come or not, depending. But it's not like friends inviting friends, because there's, I don't know, there's like 100 hashers. So they just send out the email to 100 people. Okay, meet up at Sunday, and then there's another one on Thursday at a different place. So it's a little bit more formal. And for example, I get an email invitation.
For example, for a business meetup, for example.
Yes, precisely. It could also be business, related to business.
For example, I have a company meetup in Paris. For example, I have to pick up the airplane to go to a Paris meetup, for example.
Yeah. Yes, that would work. Good example.
Okay.
That would work. Nader's asking other words instead of a date when you need to meet a friend. Okay, like you're meeting another guy friend. Well, appointment, but appointment is formal, of course. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to meet my best friend at whatever, a bar to have a cold beer, yeah, I'm supposed to meet up with John at 5 o'clock. And there's another way, okay, very informally, I'm supposed to meet up with John at 5 o'clock. I mean, that's, I would informally say that. But I wouldn't, now this is weird. I can use the phrasal verb, oh, I'm supposed to meet up with John at 5 o'clock. But I would never say the noun form, I have a meetup with John. That's way too formal. We're just having a couple buddy beers. So that sounds weird when I use the noun form. I would not say I have a meeting or an appointment. I mean, I'm just having a couple beers with my buddy John. So, I don't know, how would I say that? In a noun form, I'm having difficulty. I wouldn't say I have a date with John, of course. That's crazy. Okay. You know, that's a very good question, Nader. And frankly, we just don't use a noun. I'm hanging out with John. I'm meeting up with John. I'm getting together with John. All those are very common. But really, I would not say I have a get-together, a meet-up, an appointment. I would never say any of those noun forms. Weird. I never thought about that before. English is weird.
Like Spanish is the same. It's difficult to explain sometimes in what kind of context do you use same different words. So
right, and you know,
it's difficult. It's difficult.
You take it for granted and you never think about it ever. I've never thought about that before in my entire life. Up until this very moment, I'd never thought about that. But there really is no noun that I use for like a best buddy, guy buddy, meeting for a beer. Wow. A rendezvous? No, that's bad. That's like for secret lovers. I have a rendezvous. I wouldn't use that one. That's not good. Interesting. Very interesting question. All right. Okay. Where are we here? Okay, we had a get together. All right. Number 9, Daniel.
Teacher, can I take the next sentence, please?
What?
I don't know. Can I take the next sentence, please?
Number 10. Okay, sure. Sure. Why not? Angel. All right,
You're
number
cheating.
9. You're cheating, Daniel. You're cheating. Well, we'll just assume that Danielle has to go to the bathroom or something, or someone's at his door. He has a phone call. Something. Okay, Angel. His aunt blank Hugh blank for making so much noise. Oh.
This is for
Okay.
me.
Yeah. There's
I
only a
think
couple
it's-
answers left, and they're both
Yes.
here.
His aunt tell Hugh off for making so much noise.
Uh-huh. Okay.
How do you pronounce this name? How? Hugh?
Hugh.
Hugh. His aunt. His aunt look Hugh off. No, tell Hugh off for making so much noise.
Yeah, probably past tense. His aunt told Hugh off for making so much noise.
Yeah.
Okay, she gave
Yes.
Hugh a telling off. Now, here I have to clarify again. There's a slightly different meaning or different connotation, different inference here. It's used slightly differently by the British. Very similar, but there is a slight difference between British and American. For example, a British will say, "Oh, I told off my kids, my children, because they were misbehaving." Well, okay, for British people, it means like scold. All right, like you scold children. Don't do that.
Shove them out.
Don't jump on the bed like that. That's for British. Okay, but for Americans, if I tell someone off, it means that I would never tell off a child. An American would never say, "I told off my child." Whoa, no way. If I tell someone off, it means I'm telling them exactly what I'm thinking about them. I'm probably cursing, using bad language. I'm doing this in a very adult way. For example, an American would quit their job. Yeah, I quit my job. I told off my boss. I burnt my bridges. I can never go back in that building again. You tell someone off, you're really letting them have it. Not violence, not physical violence, but extreme prejudice, verbal. You're absolutely, okay, very angrily, extremely telling them exactly what you think. So if you tell your boss off, you're fired. Okay, it's not like scolding someone like you scold a child. Quite a big difference between British and American and the degree of extremity.
Can you repeat the meaning in UK, in British?
In UK, it's more like scold. Like you scold a child, like you discipline a child.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a bit different. Nadir, verbal violence. No, that's not how we normally say it. But we do have. Yeah.
It's like
Max?
choose someone out.
Ah, yes, it is. Very good. Yeah. Okay, if you choose someone out, you yell at them. It's a little different, though. Okay? If you choose someone out, you yell at them. My boss may chew me out, okay? Because I did something wrong. Or I may chew out my child because they broke something or they did something that children do, you know. So it's to chew out someone is scolding. So this is closer to the British meaning of tell someone off. Yes. All right. But when you tell someone off, you literally you don't care what they think anymore. If you tell someone off, you're being completely honest with them and why you don't like them or why you hate them. You're burning your bridges. If you tell someone off, you're probably not going to work with them anymore. You're not going to be friends with them anymore. It is a very extreme kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, you absolutely tell them everything you think about them, even the worst, most petty things, everything. I've told off a boss before. Believe me, I was done working there.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Sometimes in Russian culture, I think when you said tell somebody off, and after that we was fighting, we hated each other face, and another day it's your best friend.
Right.
In the whole world. In the whole world.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible that you're completely burning your bridges. It's possible to be friends with a person after you tell them off. Sometimes best friends do that, but for example, but yeah. I'm just trying to express how extreme it is. Okay. And Nate Air was asking about verbal violence. No, we don't have that, but there's a phrase and I just can't think of it. Anyway, while I'm thinking of that, Daniil, number 10.
Okay. Can I say instead in past tenses, go ahead, went ahead? Yeah?
One more time?
Went ahead. Can I say went ahead in past sentence?
I'm sorry. There was some other sounds there. I couldn't hear you.
Go ahead. Last
Yeah.
weekend we could go ahead for 3 miles on the motorway.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead means proceed. So that is not the right word here. And if I wanted to talk in the past, I wouldn't say the boss said we could. I would use could. We could go ahead. So there's no way to use go ahead. We can't use went ahead. Well, unless you, well, yeah, okay, I guess you can. We went ahead and bought the new copier. Yeah, you can actually use past tense. But that's not the correct answer here. Last weekend, the traffic something for 3 miles.
Look at picture.
Yeah, look at the picture. There it is. Do you know? There's only one answer left, actually. The one answer we have not used yet. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ta-da. 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 Okay. Neil, last weekend the traffic tailed back for 3 miles on the motorway. Or there was a 3-mile tailback of traffic on the motorway. Very British. I had to look this up because I didn't know it. As an American, we don't use this. Instead we say traffic backed up. An American.
Could you write it, please?
Yeah, I'm doing it now. There you go. Traffic backed up. There was a backup. Whoops. There was a backup on the freeway. That's how Americans say it. Traffic backed up for 3 miles. Sometimes, actually, in order to describe it, we say that traffic is stacked up. Oh, don't take Route 12. Route 12 is stacked up. Okay, meaning usually when you stack things, of course, you pile them one on top of another.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the, yeah. Do you know, what if I tell you that traffic is piled up? Oh my God. There was a pile up on Route 12. What does that mean? Any of you guys know?
I know word pile up, like verb, like noun. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
A pile up? Yeah, I
Yeah,
lost you for a second.
Yeah, when a lot of people ask me in the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's
Well,
wrong.
work can pile up. Oh, my work is really piling up. I had to go to the dentist today, and then I had to go run an errand for my boss, and my work piled up. Okay.
Stressful, maybe.
Piled up. If your work piles up, no, it's like it can be quite literal, like papers, and more papers, and more papers, and more papers, and it gets higher and higher. It's almost literal. Yeah, it just. Oh my God, my work is really piling up. I have a lot of work stacked up. Right.
To have a lot on my plate.
Have a lot on your plate, right? But when I'm talking about the highway and driving, a pile up is when you have many cars not running into each other, but usually it's all the highway where cars are all going one direction. Somebody hit their brakes and smash, 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 smash. So you hear like headlines like 62 car pile up on Route 17. Okay. This happens in United States sometimes. I don't know if it happens in Russia or in Spain, but it happens.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, yeah, okay. If the world record pileup was something like 162 cars or something crazy like that. Anyway.
Can we use the, sorry, last question, please.
No problem.
Can we use tailback with people? For example, when you are waiting in a bank, for example, or in a shop.
Backed up, and like a queue. Yeah, the line is backed up around the block. Yes, you can.
Yeah, like the queue, Yeah.
Yeah, the queue is backed up, goes around the corner, and down the street. Yeah, it's
okay.
Yep. The queue is backed up. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
All right. If you're really behind, also like McDonald's, you're trying to go to McDonald's, but for whatever reason their stove isn't working. I don't know. Oh man, I can say the line is backed up. I can also say that McDonald's are really backed up. They're really behind. Well, they're really backed up. They're really behind in their schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could also use it that way.
Good. Yeah, very good.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I must say goodbye now.
Thank you very much for your class.
Okay, thank you. Take care. See you soon.
Goodbye.